Stephen Shields Radio Show.
Hello and welcome back to the Stephen Shields Radio Show tonight. It's Monday night as I'm recording this episode. What happened on the weekend? We saw that John Cena. Is it possible that he has turned heel? And he's playing the heel, which would be awesome to see him change character for a time. It was great to see Randy Orton came back at the Elimination Chamber as well. Yeah, but at the end of the show, when The Rock wanted Cody Rhodes to sell his soul to him, and then Cody Rhodes was like, quote, "Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself." Well, it was like a huge crowd pop. And then how good was the storyline at the end when John Cena really just, showed his heel side? I mean, we haven't seen a heel John Cena in 20-odd years? You know, it was always during the PG era, okay. John Cena was very popular because he was doing Make-A-Wish, and he was popular among kids because of his character and his marketing abilities. But I think it is time for a change to see Dwayne Johnson and John Cena become heels, because it would make the wrestling business much better. Randy Orton has come back. He was about to punt Kevin Owens. It would have been cool if they let him use the punt kick. We know Randy Orton is the good guy. Randy Orton was always a heel. He was better as a heel. So we'll wait and see. And then it was the match with CM Punk and John Cena. You can see in the ring, although that they've aged as wrestlers, they don't move as fast as they used to. That's quite normal when you finishing up your career. But look, John Cena, I believe he should have went heel quite a few years ago. Like, he came back to wrestle a couple times and took 2-year hiatus because he was filming movies and all that, which is fair enough. So it goes to show that, does WWE have a direction that they want to go in moving away from the PG era, in turning into something completely different? Okay. That would be great if they would do that, because, I mean, for too long, the show, when they were dominated in the PG era, became very, I don't know, stale and boring. But now, if remember when John Cena played in the Marine, and he was doing his movies, which are pretty darn cool. It's good to see that, a changing character as well. That would be great to see the wrestling business move to something more adult. But you can see, like, Cody Rhodes, he got beaten up. So we'll see. We'll have to see. Wait and see what happens. Will John Cena become a 17-time champion? Is the question. I think basically you've got to look at it. Well, when he started off his career, he was just an average wrestler, and at one time he almost did get fired. Remember back in the early 2000s, and then he started just doing rap music on the tour bus. And then Stephanie heard him, and then that's when he did the whole Thugonomics thing, which was really great. But then turned into a good character. And then it's been what? Some 20 years when he's still been done the same baby phase of the company. So wait and see how this storyline plays out with The Rock and what he has to say. And what will be next. It's you had Travis Scott in the ring as well. Yeah, this will be an interesting story. Yeah, but anyway, NRL this week. Ended up in Las Vegas as well. So, and there was some criticism because there was some, what do they call, footy fatigue, where I think they had 4 games and then people started losing interest and walking out, which is understandable. If it's been a long day for the fans, they shouldn't be expected to sit down and watch the whole thing. I mean, if you want to go, you can go. All right. Yeah, but Peter V'landys did talk about footy fatigue as well. So all the players would be making their way back home, back here to Australia. But it's nice to see that the game has expanded to the US market. Okay. Yeah, so that's what's been happening in the wrestling business. So we'll wait and see how this turns out. But it's interesting, like, I was watching today some of the highlights of Donald Trump and Vladimir Zelensky is meeting over a ceasefire deal that it got a little heated at times. Now, it can get complicated because, yes, what Russia's doing is quite bad. Now, this is 3 years now since the invasion, and it seems that, I don't know, Russia's sort of dominating, or they're not dominating, but if Donald Trump says you don't have the cards, I think what he's referring to is you don't have the fighting force, or you don't have the power to win. So he advised for a ceasefire. And yeah, look, not all meetings go according to plan. In politics as well. Obviously, when you're in politics, you got to build relationships in business, trust, rapport. I don't know if there's some trust issues going on there. So we'll wait and see how if other world leaders are going to back Vladimir Zelensky, or if he'll have to do it himself. Does Ukraine have the fighting force to defeat Russia against Vladimir Putin? So obviously war crime going on too. There's rules set down about POWs. So yeah, no, it's a difficult time in the economy when there's war. Yeah, but there was a quote from Donald Trump. You're gambling with World War III. I mean, is this possible that World War III is going to start? You look at China, how much they're preparing their forces. Their military seems to be. It does start to worry me because Australia just doesn't have the capacity to be able to. Yeah. Defend against China. So obviously Australia will have to have partnerships with other countries. China or Russia, it doesn't surprise me, and this is just politics, by the way. This is an opinion. If they will partner with each other. So I don't know where things are going. I don't know if World War III is going to start. Quite possible. I don't know. But when you read in the news about Chinese Navy boats patrolling Australian waters and doing training exercises, doesn't that ring a bell to you? And don't you think the Prime Minister should be doing something about it, Anthony Albanese? Because you got to understand, Australian government gave a lot of military equipment to Ukraine. America did that too. So it seems that does Ukraine have the capability to win? Now, obviously, if a ceasefire will stop, well, probably that's the only option that can happen for Ukraine. When you, yeah, look, tough times are ahead for everyone. I've been saying it all this time about tough times in the economy and business, whatever it is. We've been through a lot of ups and downs in the last 5 years. With COVID as well, that thing, the pandemic, and obviously in Australia, we had floods. We had very bad floods. That became a problem. 2 years of La Nina, constant rain. We've had heat wave. So that's the challenges that we are facing. And then now Anthony Albanese still has to announce the next election going ahead. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen for Australia in our future. PGA Tour 2K25's just been released. It's a pretty good golf game. It's pretty hard, pretty difficult to swing the club. Having a hard time with it. Keep shanking the ball. And it's really getting annoying. Really is. Put it this way, like, it's good to see that golf games have improved a lot. Okay. It really is. Now, as you know, guys, I talk a lot about NDIS, scammers, okay, reading about scam websites getting taken down, okay. I do want to warn people as well that keep hearing advertising on the television about Wallet Wizard, Nimble, stay away from them because they are not safe, okay. Payday lenders are out there to hurt you financially. So please stay away from them. Okay. Scammers as well, preying on people with crypto investing and all that stuff. All right. At least 130 scam websites a day are being taken down. All right. These are fake investment platforms. There's phishing links going on. Make sure that if there is an investing app or whatever, they're legit companies. Because if it's too good to be true, then don't bother with them. Okay. Now, NDIS wise, in the National Disability Insurance Scheme, there was a problem here that happened. Courtney Reed operates an NDIS for provider Vibrant Cares, defending a $52,000 spending scandal. Okay. She's been apparently sending $45,000 to a drug trafficking boyfriend, spending at least $7,000 on designer handbags, and she's been defending her actions. Now, this is where I get very edgy about what's going on with people who are exploiting the system for their own financial profits. Okay. People think that they can get away with exploiting people. All right. I when you read about all this stuff, all right, this is just, yeah. When they catch them about, like, this is why I'm getting very upset, all right? People just ripping off the system and exploiting them. All right. Now, and then they're using all this as they're using taxpayers' money for luxury spending on their own holidays. That's not nice. That's not fair. All right. How is it? How is this fair for people with disabilities? Okay. So this is what's going on in the system as well, and it needs to stop. Okay, it really needs to stop. In cricket as well, Australia versus Afghanistan was abandoned due to the rain. I think that was a match that was an abandon for the Champions Trophy semi-finals. That happened in cricket. And also, too, with Liverpool Council, remember the council fallout with Ned Mannon as well, and Peter Ristovetsky. I don't know what's going on in Liverpool Council with meeting walkouts and things. And all the whole Western Sydney airport that's happening. It just gets very frustrating when around your local area, well, things are not being dealt with or whatever, and ratepayers have to pay for it. Okay. And that's very frustrating. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the episode tonight, guys. It's just great to have a chat here on the Stephen Shields radio show. New tracks have been updated to. I've actually uploaded more stuff on Motion Elements and Pond 5, so if you want to purchase royalty-free products, you can as well. Please subscribe, turn on your notifications for the podcast. New episodes are available every Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to today's episode of the podcast, guys. It's always great to tell you what's going on. I'm going to play a song for you that I composed called Dead Man Walking. Hope you enjoy.